is Chat with Sandy and Karen time. I am so happy to invite you to episode 4. Today we're going to talk about many things. Number 1 is perfectionism versus practice and how it affects educators. And also we're actually going to talk a little bit about the election in the United States. And also we'll talk a little bit about Wakelet. So welcome to Chat with Sandy and Karen, episode 4. Sounds good. All right. Welcome, everyone, to Chat with Sandy and Karen. I am very happy to have you today. And my little introduction part is going to be, you never know what's going to happen with this conversation. Welcome, Sandy.
Hi. Yes. What I like about our chats is they're never scheduled, or we talk about what is happening during the week. However, our main focus is about education.
Right. And I am, it's always good to talk to you, and I look forward to this time every week. Whew, so.
Same here. What are you drinking, Karen?
Oh, today I have Starbucks coffee in my Hot Mess cup. It lasts really good. It's a very good mug of coffee.
Nice.
It's 9:46 in the morning. And how about you? What are you drinking today?
Well, here the time is 4:46 in the afternoon, but I've just been for a walk, so I'm just trying to drink some water.
Good for you. All right. Must stay hydrated.
Definitely.
All right. So what is happening? let's talk about, let's revisit a discussion we had in episode 1, which we talked about how to keep high school students interested. And in that discussion, we brought up things like using Wakelet for interactivity and also problem-based learning or some authentic kinds of challenges. How are things going with your class?
I think since we have spoken, Karen, what's happened is we've had COVID on and off, so students were present or not present in school. Then we've just finished the first semester, had a 2-week break.
Mm.
Now we're going back to school on Monday, but different years are coming in alternative days.
Mm.
So, but I have been playing around with it, and I got it all sorted. I got it working, but it seemed like it was a pin board for me. But I want to create a board where I can put in resources, and I want the students to put in resources. I want everyone to comment on each other's work, making it like a pin board for everyone.
Okay.
Is that
Okay.
possible?
Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, Wakelet has added something they call spaces. And I know this is a podcast, but if you have even, and this is the free account, that's all I have. If you have if you open Wakelet on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a plus sign. You can create or join a space. So if you create one, you would click on that plus and you name the little space, and think of it like an online classroom, or like you were saying, a pin board or discussion board or Pinterest kind of thing. You can also use that share link to share with your class, and then your class can add and participate in that that space that you've created for them. So you name the space, or if you give your students a code, then the students just put the code in when they click on that plus on the left-hand side of their screen. So they can actually participate in it with you and respond to something. Like if you post a video, they can add their responses. If they have written something, they can upload their writings, their audio, their video. It just really has it's opened up a wide amount of interactivity. It's pretty awesome.
Oh no, that sounds great. I'll have a go at that later, and then I can tell you
Okay.
how's it.
Yeah, that's great. And also, just kind of a little plug for Wakelet. They have a really cool badging ambassador community leader kind of program where you can create different wakes, different streams, and then you apply, and it's pretty easy to get into that program because they know that everyone will love it and that you just share it as you get your badge, and you have an overlay you can put on your profile picture, etc. So really it's a lot of fun. It's a really vibrant community, and they're very open to suggestions. And as a matter of fact, this space idea was a response to teachers during the COVID thing. It's a small business, and actually I think it's out of London, and they are really very responsive and very welcoming, and they listen to teachers. So I hope it works for you. I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Definitely, we'll have it a go, and then I can let you know as a.
Okay, as a follow-up.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Excellent.
Yes. So, Karen, carrying
Yes.
on then, how are you feeling this week?
Well, some things you might have heard. Some things have been going on in America. Just a little quietly, stuff in the background. No, I'm kidding. It's been um, people are either really into it and really passionately talking about how the election is going, and you pretty much talk to people and you know what they're thinking and who they voted for. And so I'll be honest, part of me turned off the news. And after I did vote. Um, and I just waited. I wanted to wait to get the results because I feel like many people are getting all upset over things they really cannot control. Like they were trying to call the election and so and so was ahead and so and so was coming up behind and then someone else was ahead. And it just got very stressful for me because I had already voted. I couldn't change things. And I didn't want to hear people making accusations and whatever. And I know it's uh, some of the races are so close, like within 1,200, 7,000 votes. And when you think about the hundreds of thousands that are in cities and them in some cities millions and such a close election, it really is it's kind of inspiring that this is the highest turnout of any election. And most registered voters, most people actually voting. So that's exciting. I mean, we're exercising our right to vote. That's inspiring. Now, when you get to how close it is, and there are legal challenges now, and there's going to be recounts, and so far, at least like I said, I kind of unplugged for a while. I'm just kind of gradually going on and looking to see. We're now 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days out from the close of the election day, but there are still mail-in ballots that are being counted in some states. Some states haven't declared winners yet. So for me, this is the more stressful than the beginning leading up to it, just hearing about it, So we'll have to see what the final tally is. It may take a while, but it normally the new president doesn't take power until January anyway. So, but there are things that if there is a new president, there will be transitions and meetings and things like that. But I think what I'm most proud of when we do have an election is that usually it's always been a peaceful transition from one to the other. This one probably won't be peaceful. It'll probably be litigation filled, but there's like I was saying, this is going to be practice, practice for the biggest turnout ever. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be beautiful, but the world is not going to end if the person I didn't vote for gets to be president.
No, yeah, I mean, it's taken over the news everywhere, and you're like, has there something else happened in the world? Is America still going on with their daily things, or has America stopped?
Yeah.
It feels like they've stopped, but
no. Students are still going to school and teachers are still teaching, and albeit they may be teaching from home because there are some COVID issues that need to be taken care of, and we're still dealing with that. But no, it hasn't stopped, and the world has not ended. So we'll see. I mean, there's been earthquakes in the world, and there has been, things that we need to take care of.
Yeah, there was Hurricane Eta?
Oh, yes, and that's still out. It went around through Mexico, and now it's about to burst into the Gulf of Mexico and become a hurricane again. And it's going to go up Lake Charles, Louisiana, just the way the last three this season has gone. It's going to be terrible. Those people have and it's moving slow enough that it's dumping feet of rain, just crazy amounts of water. So yeah, it's been a wild season.
Yeah, but that goes on to your idea that we were talking about earlier, which was after perfectionism versus practice.
Yes. Yeah.
So
The
this whole thing follows on.
right, right. And I think if you if we look at every experience as a learning experience rather than something perfect that has to hang on the wall and everyone admire, you take it down. And that's why I didn't understand about tapestries. Okay, now here jump subjects. If you make a beautiful tapestry, I feel like it needs to be touched, it needs to be walked on, it needs to be used or wrapped up, or an Afghan, something like that, rather than just putting stuff up on the walls. Now, I have plenty of stuff on my walls, but I don't touch and interact with it all the time, you know? So I think something that's a practice, and also when you think about meditation, they call that a practice. And they're always telling you, and I'm kind of exploring this a little bit too, that in your practice, thoughts will come, but you just acknowledge them and let them play out and then come back to your breathing. Things come, scary things happen, but we acknowledge them and then we just go on back to our practice. So as educators, pandemics happen, we need to be calm. We need to acknowledge that they happen and do what needs to be done, and then just keep teaching, because the kids still need their learning. They still need us. They need us desperately. So there we go.
Yeah. And then practice and practice and practice
Yeah,
may still make you perfect, but it'll make you secure.
right. I don't know. I've heard someone corrected me once when I said that practice makes perfect, and they said no, practice makes permanent.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, wow, that's pretty interesting, because you do, and I know I've heard sports people talk about, you practice how you want to play the game, you know? So those skills, if you want to really kick field goals, you practice those field goals just like it's going to be in the game, so that you have that authentic experience.
Mm,
And so practice, the more we practice, the more permanent it's going to be. So I guess that means the better practice we need to be doing. Not necessarily the most perfect, but more quality
mm.
practice. So practice is probably more important than the real game, huh? Maybe.
Yeah. Practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like in education, just like what I'm going to do with Wakelet. I'm going to keep practicing
Right.
and
Right.
practice and practice until it's permanent.
Yes. Very good. And it'll be a permanent part of your tools that you use for education.
Yeah, amazing tools out there, though, I think,
Hmm.
to help the teachers, students.
Right. Right. What would you like to address next? What's one thing that you want to look into in addition to Wakelet?
I think at the moment it's Wakelet Pear Deck. I
Mm,
can't get Pear Deck working with students.
huh. That's
So I've got
interesting.
all these fancy slides, and I said, right, here's my slides. Go on there now. Click on the link, and they say nothing works.
Are they using iPads or what type of devices?
They have MacBooks, but it shouldn't really matter because they're on an internet connection, aren't they? They're on internet. They're on a
Yeah.
browser.
And it's the same one you're on, right? You're not asking them to go out anywhere.
No, so they're all on. Oh, would that make a difference? Because they may be on Safari. And
Maybe. I would look at the Pear Deck website and see. It might be. So you present with Chrome, but they're on Safari participating?
I use Chrome a lot, but I think they just open Safari, and a lot of them are working on Safari.
That's interesting. Maybe
Yeah.
that might have something to do with it. Maybe our listeners know if we have some really techie Pear Deck slash Safari slash Chrome users. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah, that'd be great. So if anyone can just help us out there, that that'll
Yeah.
be. We'll mention you.
Yes, and we'll feature your YouTube channel. Um, oh, speaking of YouTube channels, guess who has a YouTube channel now? Chat with Sandy and Karen.
Yay!
Yes, we have our very own YouTube channel, and we will be posting. And also, you've been working on something.
Yes, we have just published our website.
Awesome. Yay. Snap, snap, snap.
Yeah, so to catch up with all our episodes, we will be tweeting the link to the websites, to the YouTube channel, to
Yes.
our social media. Yeah, that would be great. I have had some feedback, and I think a lot of our listeners have said they love the way we are so unstructured.
Really?
We are just women having a chat about anything and everything. And I said, yes, that is what we are trying to do.
Yes. And we just happen to be educators.
Yeah, what a
Yeah.
coincidence.
I love that. That's great. Oh, and speaking of feedback, we on the website we've added a form that people can fill out if they have ideas and if they have suggestions and if they want to be a guest. So we're going to open it up to the whole wide world of educators to see how they are and give us some ideas.
Maybe we can send out some swag to our guest list.
Oh, I like that. Very good. Yes, when we our next live broadcast, and we'll have them every so often. We won't have them every week, but we can maybe someone put a hashtag in the comments or something, and then we pick from there. Maybe that'd be
Yes.
fun. That'd be fun. But also for sure, guests. Guests are our key focus.
Yeah, always having a nice cup of tea with
Yes.
a group of us. It's amazing.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. All right, Miss Sandy, I appreciate visiting with you. Anything else you would like to talk about before we go? We've been talking for 20 minutes.
Oh, no, I think I want to say, look, best of luck to the best man who will win in America, lead your country. I know it's not been easy. I mean, we as educators try and lead our classroom, and we know how challenging that can be. But imagine leading with millions of people. And every one of those has something to say, whether it's great or not so great. So I'm so glad we don't have to do any of that.
Yes, and I want you to know I support you 100%.
No, and then I think tomorrow here in Sweden, it's Father's Day.
Oh, well, wonderful. Happy Father's Day to your hubby and dad.
And all the dads.
Yes, yes, yes. That's awesome.
It's always nice to celebrate a time when things are not looking good around the world, and
Yeah.
yeah, so that's good news. So we're doing some celebration tomorrow, and then that's it. I think
That's good.
week, just week over.
Oh, in America on the 11th, we celebrate Veterans Day. We remember all our veterans, which kind of links to Father's Day over there. So but not necessarily anymore. We have a lot of female veterans. Didn't mean to forget about our women veterans as well.
No, definitely not.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. So what do you do to celebrate today? I mean, here we celebrate, we put poppies.
Yes, yes. And we do poppies, and we used to have parades where they would gather together and usually around the town municipal building or something like that. We'd have a Veterans Day parade or dinners, special dinners. We have a group called the Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW posts, or kind of like clubs that the veterans visit, and they have dinners there and celebrations and memories. And I think it's just an opportunity to get people together and talk about and remember the sacrifices that our veterans have made.
Mm.
So it's individual depending upon the town usually, but I like it. I always thought it was kind of a cool thing to remember.
So what are you going to do this year? Will there be a parade?
I don't think so. If there is, they'll. I think we're under some regulation still that our celebrations have to be a certain percentage, 25% or certain numbers of people, or I don't know how you do parades in a pandemic. I don't know, but I know that many have been canceled, so there may be smaller types of celebrations, or just maybe not this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you, and I look forward to talking with you next week. We will. Do you want to go live next week?
Oh. Let's think about it.
Okay. All right, will do. And follow us. We have a social media account. We have a Twitter account. We have a website and a YouTube channel. And if our viewers will follow the YouTube channel, they'll know when our next episode is coming out. We'll record for sure next Saturday, but we'll put on there what weeks we'll go live.
Okay.
How's that?
Yep. Sounds great. So once again, thank you for listening. Tweet us, follow us. Our link is at chatWSK1.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Sandy. Bye-bye.